Well, the government shut down again last night after Congress couldn't come to an agreement on a funding extension because, well, it's common knowledge, I'm sure, in my audience that our country is on the road to bankruptcy and running out of money. But this isn't new. This has happened several times over the last 15 years, 20 years. And they always come to an agreement to extend the funding after just a few days. But something we've never seen before, however, is YouTube caving in to President Trump to the tune of almost $25 million, settling a lawsuit that he filed against them after they banned him because of the mostly peaceful protest at the Capitol on January 6th, back in 2021. This after, you may recall, he posted a video urging people to go home and to be peaceful, which he did, of course, before the mostly peaceful protest. It did turn into a riot, if we're going to be honest, in parts. But he posted that video telling everybody to go home, and then they banned him, and then he couldn't respond, banned him from all the platforms, so he couldn't respond to the lies from the mainstream media claiming that he was the one who incited and encouraged the violence. Add this to the long and growing list of victories against big tech from President Trump. Twitter, now known as X, which you all know I think is the dumbest rebrand in history, paid him $10 million to settle the lawsuit that he filed against them for getting banned at that same time. Also, Meta, Facebook's new parent company, paid him $25 million at the beginning of this year to settle the lawsuit for suspending him on Facebook and Instagram. Not to mention that other $15 million that ABC News paid to his presidential library to settle a defamation suit that he filed against them. And CBS's parent company, Paramount, also agreed to pay him $16 million to settle a deceptive piece that 60 Minutes published. And speaking of YouTube, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you're new here, because if you are new, it's a miracle that you found this video in the first place, because many of the regular viewers are wondering why my channel has been frozen at 1.91 million subscribers for, I believe, years now. And the answer is that YouTube deems this channel to be borderline content, meaning it doesn't break the rules, but it comes close to breaking the rules, and it's so offensive that they will allow it, thankfully, but they don't want anybody who isn't already subscribed to the channel or doesn't directly come to the channel to subscribe to see the videos, because they might trigger them. And this is something that they've openly admitted they've been doing since, I think, like 2019. Comes close to violating the rules. Harmful misinformation. And so they de-amplify it. All right, so they don't show up in the recommended section and the up next section and people's homepages who are not subscribed, again, because they're just concerned for their mental well-being, that if they do happen to watch one of my videos, then, well, obviously they're going to learn the truth. So we are, I think, 500 subscribers away from 1.92 million, but it still is quite a long ways away from 2 million. So if you are a regular viewer, I appreciate your support, and share these videos by posting the original links on your social media feeds and encourage people to come here and subscribe. And maybe someday, by the 2028 election, we can get to 2 million subscribers. And I'm sure some people are thinking, well, you should just sue them, just like President Trump sued, but this is a whole different issue. They could easily just claim, oh, well, it's our opinion, those are our standards. Very different than just banning someone from the platform, especially when it was for something that they didn't actually do or say on the platform. So it's up to you in order to get me to 2 million. So thanks for your support. Yesterday, President Trump posted this meme on Truth Social. It's a deep fake of Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries blaming Republicans for the government shutdown because, of course, Republicans don't want to bend over to the absurd demands of the Democrats. And just heads up, there's some swearing in this meme. This is a deep fake. They used voice cloning, and as you can see, added a sombrero and a mustache to Hakeem Jeffries, which has absolutely triggered the Democrats and the liberal media.
Look, guys, there's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while, until they learn English and they realize they hate us too.
Of course, that meme is being denounced by the usual liberal lunatics for being supposedly racist. And so then Hakeem Jeffries went on MSNBC to complain about it. And then President Trump posted a meme about him complaining about the other meme, further pouring salt in the wound.
A disgusting video, and we're going to continue to make clear, bigotry will get you nowhere. We are fighting to protect the health care of the American people in the face of an unprecedented Republican assault.
In another major victory this week, this against the Jewish ADL, the Gino ADL, the Jew in name only ADL that masquerades as a Jewish organization in order to stop supposed anti-Semitism, but they themselves are a hate group. They hate Christians, they hate conservatives, they hate America, they hate everything that's normal, and they just masquerade under that guise. And earlier this week, somebody remembered that they had literally listed Turning Point USA as a terrorist organization and a hate group in their glossary of terms. And so understandably, people were extra outraged, especially in the wake of what happened to Charlie. And so then they announced that they did delete the entire glossary of 1,000 entries. So this may mean that they deleted their entries about a 1350 is considered to be a numeric hate symbol on the OK hand side, and all sorts of just complete insanity because they're finally realizing that it's just working against them. So they did post that they're deleting that not because they were wrong, because they say that they saw a number of entries intentionally misrepresented and misused. So again, always playing the victim. Elon Musk helped add some fuel to this fire by accurately labeling the ADL a hate group and specifically added that they hate Christians, which regular viewers of this channel know. I think anybody with any common sense knows. I'm not going to play the clip of them denouncing Santa Claus, arts and crafts time in public schools. Regular viewers know that I show this clip every Christmas as part of the War on Christmas segments. But leave me a comment down below if you have seen any other, I'm not mainstream obviously, but any of the mainstream big name YouTubers, even those in the million sub club, which obviously I am in. I was the first conservative to get 1 million subscribers, by the way. This is a humble brag there. If they have ever pointed out that the ADL is so anti-Christian that they oppose Santa Claus ornaments and Santa Claus arts and crafts times in public schools. Also, please leave me a comment if any other major YouTuber or social media personality, political pundit, podcaster, etc. have ever mentioned that any of these books have been banned by Amazon now for over 5 years for being a little too critical of a certain group of people. Like Kevin McDonald's The Culture of Critique, written by a former sociology professor from Cal State Long Beach, or his other book, Cultural Insurrections, or Martin Luther's book written in the 1500s about his critiques of Judaism and Jewish culture, or David Duke's autobiography, or his other book about, well, you could just read that title. I haven't seen a single one of them ever mention any book being banned from Amazon other than When Harry Became Sally, the book criticizing transgenderism. They all rallied behind that, but they don't want to say anything when certain other books get banned. And if you enjoy watching my videos, buy me a coffee by clicking the link in the description below. It's a great way to tip your favorite content creator because the super thanks and super chat on YouTube takes like 30 or 40% of that. So buy me a coffee, a great way to do it. Regular viewers know I don't shill garbage products or services like every other YouTuber on this platform. I could make a ton of money doing it. I just can't pretend to use or like garbage products or services for any amount of money. So if you support my work, just go buy me a coffee by clicking the link in the description below. Click it and head on over there and check it out.